Jehovah's Witnesses don't have to knock on your door when they can just knock on your algorithm. What is up with all the JW influencers? Recently, a friend of mine posted a link into our Discord that says they recently came across an unbaptized publisher's video and they are growing rapidly on TikTok, posting about the Jehovah's Witnesses in a positive light. Let's take a look at their account. I'm going to show you a few other JW influencers. Then we're going to watch a JW video about an influencer, and another sister takes issue with this influencer, JW, and her content. Let's get started. One of the things that struck me about this account is that not only has she grown to 14,000 followers, which is not a small feat on social media, but all of her TikToks are about Jehovah. Who puts his trust in Jehovah will become like a tree. We plant the seeds of truth. Jehovah makes it grow. If you are going to run to Jehovah. And it just goes on and on. Here she's talking about her Bible teachers after the meeting. Jehovah in Algeria. Jehovah is your name. It just goes on and on and on. One thing that struck me about the account is that it's an unbaptized publisher. So that would be a sweet spot for the Watchtower. She can get away with maybe posting in scandalous clothes or going to see movies that maybe Jehovah's Witnesses wouldn't normally, because she's an unbaptized publisher. So she can make it more presentable and more likable and more comfortable and more digestible for the public. But once she becomes baptized, she would be held to a higher standard. So if anybody were to complain about something that an unbaptized publisher posts, people in the congregation could say, oh, well, they're just an unbaptized publisher. They haven't made their decision to get dedicated yet. I'm sure there would be a lot of contention, stress, and, undue influence around social media and what you're allowed to post. But the Jehovah's Witnesses aren't going to make that very public. And you'll see what I mean when we watch their video. They'll make it very ambiguous, so it's hard to decipher, are they okay with social media or are they not okay? Only you as a witness would hear that dog whistle. Most of the audience would just be like, okay, they're not saying anything necessarily bad about social media, just be mindful of what you post. But I would consider that more of a veneer that is not truly how the organization sees social media. Serena Williams, she is a Jehovah's Witness, and recently she was at the Super Bowl crip walking, dancing to Kendrick Lamar, and hey, whoop it up. I'm happy for her. I think it's amazing that she is in such a limelight, especially being a strong Black woman who's incredibly talented. Bravo to her. I find it very strange that the organization is okay, because this kind of behavior wouldn't be condoned by Watchtower normally. And even more strange is that Serena Williams was baptized and she's still being allowed to act as a worldly person, going to football games, dancing, crip dancing. Christy Sarah is another large JW influencer with 7.7 million followers. Her content isn't centered around Watchtower like the other girl was. Hers is more of brand deals, influencer, lifestyle. If you just breeze through her content, you can see she's very well put together. I can see why she sells. She's beautiful, she's athletic, intelligent. She's a businesswoman, it seems. This lifestyle comes across to me as not a Jehovah's Witness. Her content makes you feel like she's just a normal person, an average, everyday person who works, raises her family. She's getting her bag. This is just not the typical face for Watchtower brand, but I can see how they can find this content useful to peddle it out to the next generations. Like, oh, the Jehovah's Witnesses aren't that strict. It isn't that bad. Look how she dresses. The normal rank and file would be the ones feeling the heat from their policies, whereas someone like this can get away with it, just like Serena Williams can get away with it. Okay, for the JW propaganda video, let's get into it before I ramble on for too long. This sister right here is showing her husband another sister's social media feed where she posts content for her brand to make money. This sister is completely jealous. Now, they're not gonna say that in the video, but her attitude is really stank. She is so unhappy that this other sister is doing well on social media, that her business is doing well, not really considering all the pressures that this other sister has on her life, the reason why she needs to do good. She's only seeing it from her own personal, judgmental Jehovah's Witness self. This young girl here is the sister who's making the content, and you'll see why she has to work so hard.
Put away from yourselves every kind of malicious bitterness, anger, wrath, screaming, and abusive speech, as well as everything injurious. Did anyone start the day thinking, I believe I'll show malicious bitterness to my brother today? Of course not. And yet the potential is there, isn't it? But genuine affection fights peace wreckers. And affection grows when we really know our brothers and sisters well. We remember their joys and pain, their selfless zeal.
Okay.
How they came to love Jehovah. And what they endure.
This is all about Jehovah. He said getting to know your brothers and sisters. And then he just went through a laundry list of everything that it has to deal with your relationship with Jehovah. Read obedience to what the elders peddle, obedience to what the governing body propagandizes to you.
I'll get back as soon as I can. Love you. Bye. Oh, no.
Hey, love.
So sorry. Got to run.
Okay, I'll ring you back this week.
Thanks. Love you both.
See you. You actually know better.
Nana.
Hello, Haley, darling.
Here's the reason.
Sorry.
Oh, it's not too bad. I got this.
Oh,
How are you, though?
thank you. I'm so
Taking care of
sorry.
your Nana.
Poor thing. Let me clear this up.
Poor Nana dropped her food. Now here she is. Not only is she a content creator, she makes her own jewelry. That is what she sells.
Nana, it's Sunday today, isn't it? Oh, it's felt like
Self-care provider for her Nana, cleaning up, grocery shopping.
Thanks, Nana.
Now it's nighttime, so she's been there all day, cleaning up, taking care, looking after. And now what is she going to do? After a long ass day, she's going to get herself beautified and put on that smile and sell that product, make money, so she can continue this cycle the next day. All right, I'm just talking.
Hello, everyone. Haley from Junior Design here, helping you to be effortlessly elegant.
I want to welcome my new followers and thank everyone
Look at
for
her face
subscribing
with
to this
disgust.
channel. So first up, I got this gorgeous earring and necklace set. And as you can see, the first is I've done this for a huge time. And that's great because
Can you believe her?
that you can wear.
Can you believe her? Like she said the word fuck. Like she had her tits out. She made an earring set and she said, you can look beautiful. Look, these will go with such and such kind of outfit. How else do you expect her to sell stuff? She makes the jewelry with her own hands. You don't think that salespeople who work in department stores like Nordstrom or I'm not really sure. I don't really shop at the high-end places, to be fair. But they don't have workers that come up to you that try to help you, like salespeople to help you sell things that's inappropriate for Jehovah's Witness. No, of course it's not. But her stank ass face telling her husband, slapping him, look at her, look at what she's doing. She didn't do anything. Okay, keep it rolling, sister.
Haley's business feed.
But what makes this set really special, giving you that understated elegance.
I love the fact that he's like, it's Haley's business feed. And he picked up the remote and was like, click. And if you notice, what's in the background is sports, because typical JWs, they do enjoy their sports a little too much. There are times when they have to give entire like sermons about putting sports before going to the Kingdom Hall or field service and stuff like that. Anyway, sidetrack. Here we go.
Already, please hit the subscribe button below. Because as you know,
Did you see that little? Wait, what? No. We hold on.
already, please hit the subscribe button below. Because as
Like, that was just a complete, like, utter disgust. Like, she just smelled her own breath or something. Wow. Poor girl.
When you look this good, you feel great.
Look good, feel great. Wise words. What's so problematic about that? Oh my god, she's obsessed!
Really? Bad news?
What is her fascination with what this poor girl does after the meetings? Leave her alone.
She's a sweetie. Reminds me, I want to speak to her about a necklace.
You too?
Okay, so this other sister is actually interested in purchasing something. And she's like, "You too? You've fallen for it?" Wow. Jealousy and envy does not look good on you, sister.
You don't think she's showing off?
No, I'm so sorry. You're never gonna watch the video because I'm just gonna keep stopping it. Showing off? That is what social media is about. What am I doing right now? Am I showing off? Yeah. It's to get a message out. I have something to say. That is what social media is about. It's not just necessarily entertainment. We can have conversations with the world. We can sell product. We can do whatever we want. Oh my gosh. Freedom.
Oh,
Everyone thinks she's Miss Wonderful. She's starting to agree.
Now you can read her heart. All of a sudden, you know that she thinks that she's something special and that her shit don't stink. Where did she say that? That's projection.
is this just about Haley?
Oh, get her, sister. Get her.
Seems it's all about Haley.
Ooh.
Your tea's getting cold.
And you're changing the subject.
No, but you've brought this up before.
She's brought it up before. This isn't the first time she's brought this up before. Get a grip, sister. Pray harder. Something must be wrong with your faith. You're not doing it right because you still have a problem. You have a hurdle. You have a struggle that you can't get over, yet you continue to talk about it. That's weird.
What is it? You're friends. You pioneer together.
Yeah, and that's why I'm concerned.
Concern is good.
So she pioneers with you. She's basically doing everything right according to JW policy, rules, culture. Yet you have an issue. You have to be the one to see the splinter in somebody else's eye instead of the rafter in yours. Not very Jesus-y of you.
But is there just a little bit of envy in there?
Oh, yeah. Come on, deep down. Deep down. You know it. Oh, all of a sudden, Miss Gabby Goose has nothing to say. Now, this is what I would be considering gossip.
You pioneer together.
I know, and that's why I'm concerned.
Concern is good, but is there just a little bit of envy in there?
A lot of bit of envy.
I thought you would understand.
I think I understand your feelings.
Not about Haley.
I haven't seen all her posts. There's nothing immoral, is there?
No.
Oh,
Good.
Okay. So the sister with a level head says, okay, I haven't seen all her posts. Maybe there's something that I've overlooked, something I'm not seeing that you have. Are her posts immoral? And she says no. End of. That should have been the end of the conversation. Well, the conversation never should have went on for the first place. But right there could have been the stopping point. Okay, if it's not moral, then mind your own. Mind your own goddamn business.
Good. That's not like her. Now, if it's a case of her being more careful how she comes across, that's another matter. Why don't you talk to her?
Maybe.
Emily, you are a beautiful spiritual sister.
Ah, here we go. So the level-headed sister recognizing that this girl is just completely jealous of this other sister being successful, starts to coddle her. You're a good person. You're a strong Jehovah's Witness. You have a great relationship with Jehovah. You go out in field service. You pray really hard. Your faith is so strong. She's just babying her to maybe get her to shut up and realizing she's being wicked evil to this other sister for no reason.
You know, for years, I had a bad habit comparing myself to others.
Uh-huh.
My own insecurity hurt me and my closest friends.
Is that your own insecurity, or is that also part of what the information that the organization feeds you? You're completely flooded with ideas of not being good enough. Are we really surprised that Jehovah's Witnesses feel worthless at times like she did? Not when you're being indoctrinated with all of this negativity from the organization. No wonder. No wonder you don't feel good about yourself. You never feel as though you're good enough, that you can do enough, because the organization can never get enough from you. They will absolutely take blood from a rock. Okay, and right there, her silence spoke volumes. She didn't say, "No, no, it's not about me. I'm not jealous. I'm not insecure. Has nothing to do with my feelings. It has everything to do with her being a stumbling block and how it looks to everybody." Nope, she didn't say a thing. She was, "Oop," because she knows she's wrong. She knows this is all in her mind. She's creating scenarios that aren't really there, problems that don't exist. For what? The hell of it, the fun of it, to feel like you're special? Please tell me, enlighten me.
So you don't think I should have spoken to Celia?
Oh, I'm glad you've asked Celia about it. Somebody you trust. What did she say?
And yeah, I think it was good to talk to somebody else about it. If you're not sure about something, you're unsettled, I think that's good advice to talk to a friend that you trust. And I think her friend gave her good advice, which was pretty much mind your own.
Well, she definitely understands how I feel.
She understands how you feel. Now, see, she made it sound as though the level-headed sister understands how she feels about the social media. What the level-headed sister understood about you is that you're insecure and you're jealous and envious. That's what she understood, because she said, "I too have felt like that." See, now she's lying to her husband and trying to twist the story, twist
Good.
the narrative.
And about Haley's posts?
She hasn't seen everything she has out there.
But
She did say that Haley needs to be more careful how
did
she comes across.
did she say that Haley needs to be more? Should we rewind that and try to maybe after me editing me? Do you have a moment? Can you go back? Can you let me know? Did she say that? Future me here. The verdict is in. Sister Petty is a liar. Roll clip.
If it's a case of her being more careful how she comes across, that's another matter. Why don't you talk to her?
Sister Level-Headed did not say that she needed to be more careful with her posts. She said if she needed to be more careful. But see, this is why you should not have your church community micromanaging your life, especially not your social media posts. They encroach on your privacy because you have to conform, and they don't want to see you become an individual. But not in regards to what we're thinking, right? She said, "I didn't see all the posts." So she doesn't know. She was just trying to be kind to you and meet you in the middle. Post that up there if we have it. If not, keep it moving. Deceiving her husband.
What did you suggest?
I should tell her that she needs to stop, but
No, she did not. Okay, see, she is straight up twisting the facts. She did not tell you that you should tell her to stop. She said have a conversation with her. And now she has her husband believing that another sister thinks that this girl's social media posts are bad. Oh my goodness.
Look,
Life is so hard for me.
if Celia agrees that Haley's doing something she shouldn't, you should talk to her. You'll find the right time.
Oh, this is such a difficult thing to do. Maybe because you shouldn't do it.
Thanks for understanding. Hungry. Can you say the prayer?
Sure. Jehovah, we would like to praise you for your generosity and kindness.
Has she yet ex- has she expressed yet the exact problem with the posts, other than she thinks that maybe Haley thinks too highly of herself? Okay, so Haley has a little bit of self-esteem, a little pep in her step, a little moxie. God damn, stop hating on girls. Empower them, girl power. And no, I'm not hating on her. She ain't a real person. It's commentary on why we shouldn't behave this way, why we should support each other.
Can you believe that? Especially as a pioneer. What kind of example is she setting?
Has Emily stopped following her?
No, not yet, but she probably will. Alistair, what do you think?
About what?
Haley's posts on Quick Post.
Is there a problem?
Emily's told me they're all just look at me, my clothes, my hair, my makeup, and even Celia agrees with her.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's very easy.
Wow. Now we have 4 people standing in a Kingdom Hall gossiping about this poor young lady. Look at me. What are you doing? What are you standing there gossiping? Aren't you the one saying, look at me? Look, I have some information to tell. Look how special I am. I'm kissing the ass of the empire. Whoa.
To take things out of context on social media. I know that I've done that and realized later that I was wrong.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Listen,
Okay.
I don't want to pull you away.
Sage
But if
advice,
you have a minute,
maybe.
would you mind giving me a hand with these boxes?
Sure.
All right. It's not so bad. You could have just said,
Thanks for
"Mom,
your
shut
help."
the fuck up
No
and put
problem.
this out the Kingdom Hall."
Jake, back in the hall, I know you were just expressing concern, but here's something to consider.
Okay.
This principle is one of my favorites.
Oh, Lord.
It's found in Proverbs chapter 18 and verse.
Oh, isn't that nice? The Proverbs, the wisdom stories. Yeah, the ones that come from the divine feminine. How lovely. But you don't want to attribute that to the divine feminine. Okay, anyhow.
17.
The first to state his case seems right until the other party comes and cross-examines him. I'm trying to understand.
I'm sorry, that was so good. He's like, the fuck are you talking Basically is what he's saying. Okay, the first to freaking cry wolf sounds like they're right. Sounds like your wife was right until under scrutiny, until you like pull through the evidence, you realize that this girl's just doing a job. She would be doing the job if she was at a damn department store. It's the same damn job. Instead, it's just in front of a mirror. Give me a break. Would you be saying the same stuff about the people on QVC who have to model the rings and talk about them to sell the items? No, but because it's an influencer and content creator, all of a sudden it's evil and manipulation. God darn.
It just means that sometimes we only hear one side of a story.
Yeah, dumb it down for him.
And until we personally hear both, it's best not to draw any conclusions.
Thank you.
And even then, if it's something negative, we wouldn't want to spread it.
Yeah.
More than
We wouldn't want to be talking about it in the Kingdom Hall saying, can you believe it? What if Haley heard that? Oh, that's heartbreaking.
we want something spread about ourselves.
I hadn't considered that.
Oh,
Thanks.
I hadn't considered that.
I'm going to apologise to Harry and Marie
Thank you.
and have Emily talk directly to Haley.
And I think
Good
maybe
idea.
you should apologize to Haley. Is she not the injured party? Is she not the one that y'all are talking about? Apologize to Haley. I stand with Haley. Justice for Haley.
Yes, Anna?
Don't forget eggs, dear.
No, I didn't forget.
Are you sure of that?
No, I won't forget.
Thank you so much.
Okay, love you. Bye.
So she's in a rush, trying to get herself together. Probably been another long day. Oh, drops her phone. Breaks.
Haley, finally, I've
When
caught
she's
you.
already
Do you have a
going through enough, has so much on her plate. Let me rewind that because I interrupted. My bad. I'm sorry, you guys.
Haley, finally, I've caught you.
Do you have a minute?
Hi, Emily. Can we talk later? I'm really struggling this morning.
Do you know, it's just, we've been so busy and I've been waiting for the right moment. I really just like to address it.
Huh. Why has she been busy? Why has Haley been busy? Do we actually care? Did Haley consent to this conversation? She really didn't, because she asked you to chill for a hot minute because she had a lot going on. It wasn't the right time. And yet and still, you persisted. You're so busy. Oh, you're so busy. Let me take some more of your time to feed you bullshit. Give me a freaking break. Editing me. Remember this advice?
You should talk to her. You'll find the right time.
Keyword right time. She should have listened.
Okay, what's up?
It's just that I've noticed your posts lately on Quick Posts.
What about them?
Well, do you really think there's something that a pioneer should be posting?
What are you talking about?
Some people might think you're bragging.
Some people? What people? It's a business account. I've got to show off my
I
products.
know, I get.
Bragging? Okay, I should stop because this is the good part. Okay, I'll stop interrupting. I'm sorry. She's bragging because she posts. Again, it's social media. You post. If you don't post, there's no social media.
That is just, I don't know, it could feel.
People, it's a business account. I've got to show off my
I
products.
know, I get that. It's just, I don't know, it could feel like you're drawing a little too much attention to yourself.
Who would think like that? You?
No, not just me.
Yes.
Celia felt the same.
You spoke to Celia about this.
I didn't want to upset you. Jake said that I needed to
Jake said everyone thinks my posts are inappropriate.
Not everyone, Haley. That's not what I'm saying at
Yes.
all.
You are such.
Such a gossip.
I love how that I have to give it to him. That was dramatic. You are such a, and then they close the door so you can't hear what she said. Did she curse? Is she in the wrong? Am I the asshole? Is Haley the asshole now? Did she now Darvo her to the point where now she's acting like the asshole?
You're wrong. I'm just trying to help you if you would just listen to me.
You're just jealous and you. Oh yeah, listen to this. And I expected more from you.
Haley, what's she talking about?
Now, was that intentional that she walked past Homegirl and kind of bumped into her? Were we supposed to think that Haley's aggressive now? She's just snapping, she's cursing, she's pushing people, she's pointing at people, she's stomping off. They're not making Haley look good, even though she really is in the right. She has every way to be angry. Everyone's talking about her, not to her, gossiping. She wasn't wrong about that. Emily, is that her name? The other girl? Emily is a big gossip.
Gossiping about my posts.
What's she talking about?
Gossiping about my posts. Are you that lonely? You've got nothing better to do.
Are you that low?
Haley?
Ooh, she burned you.
Wait, please.
That hurt. That was salt in the wound right there. Me again. I just remembered something. It's kind of a known fact in the organization that pioneers don't usually have children because, they don't have the ability to take care of a family and do pioneering, which requires a lot of your time and effort. So that's why I was saying salt in the wound. Just wanted you to understand what I meant. Now look what you did. Oh, the heartbeat. Oh, and there it ends, folks. No resolution. We have 0 ideas how we're supposed to feel about that situation. Is being an influencer okay? Is it bad? I don't know. Do you know? It's meant to be ambiguous and vague. Hey, it's even future-y me. As I was editing, I went searching for something on jw.org and I accidentally came across the part 2. I had looked for it previously, but I could not find it. And I guess Jehovah gave me a sign. So I guess that means we're going to have a part 2 where we'll watch the conclusion and then we'll maybe get some answers to the questions that we have. Is it okay to be an influencer? JW culture is so contradictory that it does leave you feeling confused. We have no idea whether or not the organization pays people to post content. I think the vast majority would say, oh, there's no way they would do that. But they're suing. Right. Currently, the organization is suing an activist. They will do anything when it comes to utilizing their rights and their protections. You better believe they are at the government's door filing lawsuits But on the other hand, they would expect a Jehovah's Witness to remain silent in adversity when it comes to losing their rights, health care, you're not allowed to vote. The governing body claims that they don't like celebrity, but they themselves find Jehovah's Witnesses falling at their feet, singing songs to them, praising them, drawing cartoons of them and sending them into Watchtower, which Samuel Hurd seems very offended about for some strange reason. It's okay for them to be celebrities. It's okay for Serena Williams to be a celebrity and be the face of Jehovah's Witnesses. As long as she toes the line, I guess that's going to be allowable. For how long? I don't know. Is it gaining followers? Is it helping people to see the Jehovah's Witness from a softer side? Sorry, hair. Why is it that they can get away with it, but then other plebes in the congregation, like Haley here, gets an earful? Why is Haley getting the short end of the stick? Why doesn't anyone care about her situation? Why didn't anyone sit down with her and ask her, do you need help with money? She's a pioneer, for goodness sakes. If y'all didn't know, that basically means her life is dedicated to going door to door, standing at the carts. She spends the bulk of her life shilling Watchtower propaganda and then taking care of her Nana. I'm guessing her Nana maybe isn't a JW or doesn't go to the Kingdom Hall. I don't know, because she wasn't there with Haley. Doesn't matter. But I'm sure that it's difficult for a young girl to have that responsibility on her. And nobody supported her. And when she asked just for a moment because she didn't have time to speak then or just was not in the mood, she was pressed. And then when she reacted, I think they kind of tried to paint her as the bad guy. I don't know. What do you think? Who is the bad guy in this situation? Is it Haley? Is it Emily? Is it the sister who didn't stand up and just say, knock it off? Is it the husband who didn't chop that bullshit down when she first started it? All of them, really. I think one of the overarching messages of this is nothing you do is ever going to be good enough. You are going to be spending your time worrying about how other people view you. You're not going to have the opportunity to enjoy your life or do anything for yourself because you'll be wondering how you're perceived by other people. Are you becoming a stumbling block? Am I going to be blood guilty for leading somebody astray out into the world? That is typical JW rhetoric. All right, I have had enough of this nonsense. I'm going to see you guys next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell for every time I post new content. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Check out my link tree for my other social media content, as well as families that I support who are from Palestine, Free Palestine. I'll see you next time. Stay curious.